And we're back for episode 7 now of Dead End Friends. We left off last episode with a pretty nasty combat against the Sirens, who managed to track the party down.
Sorry about that.
Yeah, it had nothing to do with all the magic that was getting flown around. Which definitely had something to do with it. The two locals that you guys had allied up with, Toby and Robert, you went back to their camp. Toby has been pretty severely injured by one of the Sirens. He's gonna need a long time to recover. We ended off last session with you guys heading towards Toby's house. It's got a small homestead. When you guys arrive, you see that his house is a relatively new one, probably only a couple years old. Looks like a fairly recent construction. Looks like he's got a garden set up where he's been growing his own food. He has a chicken coop.
He's a very off-the-grid kind of guy.
Yeah,
Got it.
Everyone around these parts is kind of, they want to be left alone, and they pretty self-sufficient out here.
To be fair, it's pretty common in this era.
But before we jump into it, I need you guys to draw your fate chips from the fate pot.
And make our rolls.
Yes,
And I need to do some vigor rolls.
yes, you need some vigor rolls because
I'm alien.
you're ailing, boy.
And I'm doing a spirit roll with a TN 7. We're good. I explode. And just to prove that I'm having a lucky session, my TN 7, I got an 18 on it. How'd your ailing roll go?
Hey, yeah, pass.
Nice.
I got an explode. But yeah, I do pass. I don't get any negatives. I do get a negative to persuasion and sneak. Just
Robert kind of puts Toby to bed, and he puts on a pot of coffee, starts making some light food. Robert, he looks to be pretty on edge, and he's watching out the windows at every spare moment he gets.
Toby's cabin. I'm assuming he lives alone, so he's probably
Yeah.
only got like one bed.
Yeah, it's a pretty small little house. It would be only 2 rooms. So you got like a main room, which has like a dining area, and he's got a small little bedroom.
Yeah, so Chenoa's going to start by having the guys help set Toby up in his bed. And then she's going to set up like a bedroll for Wilhelm on the floor in
Yep.
the bedroom as well. And while Robert's making the coffee, she's going to pull Graves aside to chat with him about basically what her goal is to do here. Like why she wanted to come here and what sort of time frame she's going to need for
Okay.
her stuff.
Yep.
Yeah, she's gonna try not to let Robert hear. So possibly she might even pull you outside, I think.
well, Graves. Coincidentally, Graves is fixing to go outside as well. So.
Oh, good.
Because Graves is gonna, to the guy making food, he's gonna be like, I wanna look around and see if there's anything I can do to improve the situation of the property.
Yeah, so Chenoa's gonna approach you outside and she's gonna be like, how defensible do you think this place is?
So I imagine the house is in like a clearing.
It is a wooded area, and there are lots of trees on the property. There is a fence that's, probably only like 4 foot high.
It's more just like, this is where my property starts. More
Yeah.
than anything, yeah. You said there's trees on the property, but is there like a 20-yard gap between like the house and the nearest tree line?
Yeah.
Something like that. So there's a bit of an if someone was to approach
Yeah,
the
well,
property.
the area where the house is obviously got cleared of most of the trees.
Yeah, probably to build the house.
Yeah.
Yeah, Graves is gonna be like, it depends. If there's enough free wood lying around to board up some of the windows, ideally I'd want to tear down the little shed there. It's the only source of cover between the tree line and the property. But that's alright. It's not perfect, but it's better than nothing.
They said that it was me that was making those things come for us. And I need to help Wilhelm and I need to help Toby. Can we defend this place for the night?
Probably. It depends. If it's a couple more sirens, yeah, probably. That water wall trick probably won't work on the building. Maybe it might, but the issue would be if there's any more of those undead walking around. Those things aren't stupid. They're not like a walking corpse, per se. They can use tools, and that includes things like firearms. That could be a bit more of a problem. So potentially, how long do you need?
The longer the better.
All right, minimum, maximum.
Okay, so out of character, ideally, the longer Chenoa can spend doing this, the better. She has no appeasement points at the moment, so she can't really do anything yet. And the best way for her to get the most appeasement points for what she needs to do is to do a vision quest and be in the spirit realm for it. And going to the spirit realm doing a vision quest costs her 1 appeasement per hour. So the longer she can spend in the spirit realm doing stuff, it basically doubles the points she gets from every ritual. So she's going to need to do a ritual here to get the points to go into the spirit realm and then do more rituals in the spirit realm.
So probably like 4 hours, 8 hours.
Like, probably, if she could spend the next 8 hours doing rituals, would be super helpful.
What time of the day is it?
I think it's morning because we're only.
Yeah, it's around midday now. So
If we could hold up until the next morning,
Yeah, so you can
She
rest
can-
as well.
she can probably get enough points to completely heal both people and possibly even refill her guardian.
All right.
Aside from that,
So you're gonna be like overnight.
like if she's gonna basically be like, can we hold up here till morning?
Let me have a look at this shed and see what I've got to work with. I do not want to get shot.
There's
I've been shot before. It sucks.
She's gonna stop you real quick. She's gonna be like, Graves, there's something else. You're looking. You said you were looking for someone, and I know Wilhelm's looking for Morgan with Taylor. That guy that we saw,
Which guy?
the one without the hands.
Yes.
I don't think Morgan's alive anymore, but I think she's still walking around.
Would that be a piece of information that you've come to on your own? Or have you had any help with it?
I told you I'm real good at getting information. And she's gonna look you dead in the eyes, and she's gonna quote, like literally quote the Morgan is dead, but her heart still beats.
The undead, the ghouls, or whatever they're called. They don't have beating hearts, do they? No. What about Harrowed?
So Harrods do have a heartbeat, but rather than a duk 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 duk, it's erratic and all over the place.
Can Graves do like an occult roll based on that
Yeah.
or something? Like, because he might know something.
Yeah, maybe. You know that there is a difference between Harrowed and The Walking Dead.
Yeah. Harrowed are their own, are like way worse.
Well, the Walking Dead are they're very simple Manitos. They are similar, but they're very simple, very bestial kind of Manitos that inhabit a corpse, where Harrowed are like highly intelligent, highly powerful Manitos.
That's
But on top of that, like if she, like you might have a different idea. Like, okay, if Harrods still have a heartbeat, you might think she's Harrowed, but maybe you know something else. Because I don't think Chenoa got any
Oh my
results, which
god, I rolled 3 6s. That
Explode.
is so many explosions. Okay, well,
I got another explode.
I got another explode.
Oh, he's gonna know what she is. Thank God.
Oh, I got a 1 that time. So
So
that's
19.
19.
So Graves wouldn't have encountered a Harrow before, not in his time that he's been in this profession, but he would have knowledge of them. Harrow don't have a heartbeat per se. If you were to put your ear up next to the chest of a Harrow, you would hear what sounds like a heartbeat, but it's very fluttery and all over the place. It's actually not a heartbeat. It's actually the Manito inside wriggling around.
Oh,
gross.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Gross. And you mess around with those, Mag? Like, gross.
So
I don't let them in on purpose.
it's not actually a heartbeat. It's just it could easily be confused for one.
Right, so she's probably not a Harrowed. Like,
But
Grave,
then, does he have any idea what she is then?
No.
with
You told me the target number for that is more than 19 to know what this is? Fuck.
Or he just doesn't have the information to go off of to work it out exactly.
There's not
Yeah.
enough. It's too vague. Yeah. Graves is gonna be. Yeah. Graves is gonna be like, that is concerning, because there is no walking corpse creature that I'm aware of that still has a beating heart at the end of that. Manitos, Harrowed, or anything of the sort. So that is concerning.
Are you looking for Morgan? Or you said you were looking for someone else?
I am looking for someone else. I hope that Morgan will lead me towards that person.
do you want me to find out?
How exactly do you plan on acquiring that information?
Same way I acquired the information about Morgan.
And how did you do that? Are you using magic?
I have been gifted access to certain abilities.
Are you consorting with a Manitou?
No.
Then alright then. Take care of the boy and the civilian. And then, if you have anything left over, then I would much appreciate that.
I need a name.
Reeves.
Is there a last name, first name to go with that?
Agent Reeves.
Alright. That's not a lot to go on, but I'll see what I can do.
Graves also probably knows that there's a high possibility that Reeves isn't even his real name.
Yeah.
Yeah, so while you're trying to set up outside, Chenoa's gonna set up doing a billion rituals.
Okay.
Well, not a billion. She's gonna do the same 2 rituals over and over again, essentially. Alright.
How long's the first one going to last?
So the first one she's gonna do is painting, and it's basically depending on how low I want the target number to be.
Yeah.
I have between sessions spent some bounty points to raise my ability doing rituals. So instead of rolling 3 dice, I now roll 4 dice. So that's going to hopefully help. Minimum 10 minutes because she's going to burn some tobacco to get herself extra appeasement and an extra dice. So I'm just deciding if she wants to spend 10 minutes or 30 minutes. The difference here is 10 minutes is a target number of 11 and 30 minutes is a target number of 9. And this is on a D10. Oh, no, D12. So I'd be rolling 5d12. And I could...
Go for the 30. Go for the longer one.
I'll go for the 30 minutes.
Well-
So it'll go up to 40 minutes because she's burning an offering.
Yeah.
Graves is going to go back inside and find who's the guy that is on cripple?
Robert.
Robert. And he's going to be like, Robert, I need you to help me repair.
Yeah, sounds good. But before we do that, I want to show you something. He rips open a drawer and brings out a piece of paper.
All right.
And has a map, and it's got a bunch of areas that have been like separated and shaded out. It's like, this is all the areas that we've searched in the time that we've been looking for whatever's going on. And he hands you the map, and he's like, don't need to bother going there. We just got these 2 blank areas over here.
All right. Is one of those close to where I saw the concentration of X's on the Reeves map?
Yes.
Yeah. And Graves is just going to point to that spot and be like, it's there.
All right, well, tomorrow I'll come out with you.
Nah.
We'll sort it out.
You should stay here and keep an eye on your friend.
Yeah, well, he's done for if we don't nail the source of this thing.
Yeah, but he's done for if you leave him alone. God knows what's going to come out of those woods tomorrow. Or even tonight.
Well, it depends. There's no more bullshit that's gonna attract him. There shouldn't be any problems now, should there?
40 minutes later, and we're just like, ah!
Yeah, 40 minutes later, there's like 6 Harrod outside with lever action rifles. Just like
It's the hole in the ground gang.
Yeah.
But no, this 40 minutes has been really good for Chenoa. After 40 minutes, she's back up to 5 appeasement points.
Jesus.
Because I rolled a 22. So essentially, when I do these rolls, I get the painting ritual specifically, I get 2 appeasement for success, and then another 2 appeasement for every raise. Plus, because I did a burnt offering, I get an extra appeasement. So I'm up to 5 appeasement from 40 minutes.
The 40 minutes passes by uneventfully.
Uneventfully, fantastic.
While the 40 minutes of that happening, Graves is going to try and get this guy to help him, like, board up the windows and stuff
Yep.
like that.
Yeah, they start fortifying the house.
Yeah, putting up extra bits that you can, like, get armor cover from.
He does pull out a box. It has ammunition in it as well.
Yeah, Graves is going to bring in, Graves has a lot of ammo. His ammo is cheap. Comes in large quantities.
It's got like a 44 caliber rounds for pistols.
Soy.
Oh, just so you know, during this 40 minutes, Toby, I assume, is just like asleep in bed this whole time, right? He's just resting.
Yeah.
And Wilhelm's in the same room, and Chenoa's doing her rituals in that room as well.
Yeah.
So if Wilhelm's still awake, which he most likely is,
Yep.
you can see her doing this stuff. So I'm calculating how many appeasement points I'm going to need to ask the spirits about Reeves.
Yep.
Now, The way that Ask the Spirits normally works is for a minor issue, it costs 2 points. Major issue costs 5 points. Very major issue costs 10 points.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't really say any... Like, I don't have any notes on how much it is affected by what I know. I know it's easier to ask about things that I have a direct knowledge of. So would you like me to roll it, like, to pay for it as a very major issue for 10 points because I don't know Reeves personally?
No, it'll be a 5.
5? Okay. Because Chenoa has had enough experience with spirits that she'd probably know roughly how much she needs to, like, appease them to ask things.
Graves is probably gonna like ruffle around in his saddlebag and come back with a bunch of extra ammunition and like a bandolier and like extra things. So he's just gonna have like a big strip of like extra ammo on him and all sorts. He's gonna reload all of his weapons and
Yeah. What's Wilhelm up to?
Wilhelm
Is watching Chenoa do body paint.
Yeah, it's basically like watching Chenoa do body paint, enjoying the fresh smell of medical tobacco. But like they'll get to, like he wants to be like, what in God's good graces are you doing? But he's also like, I feel like I shouldn't interrupt this. I don't understand what's happening, but I don't understand what's happening. So he just watches for a little bit, then he's gonna turn away and sort of roll over.
Just kind of almost goes to sleep really and rest. He would be pretty tired because he had a late night.
Yeah, no, it's more he gets a bit embarrassed when he realizes he's just watching a girl like paint herself.
Yeah.
Scantily clad woman while you're sitting there shirtless, lying in a bed, and she's just like, yeah, body paint.
Yeah. He's like, I
Seems
don't
like a
understand
good
what's
idea.
happening, but it feels personal, so I'm just gonna look away and I'm going to
I don't think that woman's ever been in medical school.
Yeah, no, he's basically gonna pull out his deck of cards and just start fiddling.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Alright, so I'm probably going to start by just paying for 5 hours up front. Again, shamanism means if she's making that active choice to go on a vision quest, she can actually cut that off at any time. But if she's actively asking to go for 5 hours, that's just going to cost the 5 hours. Before she goes in, she's going to come over and sit next to Wilhelm real quick. And she's going to get your attention. She's going to be like, I don't want to explain this right now. I don't. I'm going to be sitting in the corner, and I need you to make sure no one wakes me.
Oh, alright.
It's very important.
Nobody wakes you? Are you done with your body paint?
For now. Just no one can wake me.
Alright.
Alright?
Alright.
Alright. And she's going to go sit in the corner, she's going to cross her legs, and she's going to go on potentially up to 5 hours of vision quest, and I'm going to roll 1 billion more dice and try to get all the points that I need.
Okay. Now, your spirit animal, that was an eagle. That's right. I knew it was a bird of prey. You arrive in the hunting grounds, or at least like an avatar of yourself at the hunting grounds.
My spirit is in the hunting grounds.
You will see your eagle, and it meets your gaze. It's perched up on a tree, and it kind of meets your gaze, and it's very hard to discern emotion from this thing. If you didn't know any better, you'd say it's looking at you very skeptically.
Skeptical.
Yeah.
what you doing here? Hey, get the hell back in your physical form. You get out there and you saw this shit.
Is it mad at me? Is it mad at me? Did I do something wrong? Ah. I'm gonna put in shit to ask it what's going on as well. Don't worry about it. Okay.
It doesn't move though either. It's just perched up on a branch. It's
And it's
watching you.
just watching me. Okay, I'm gonna do 1 billion rolls. Now, the hunting grounds. The first thing I'm gonna have to do is I'm gonna have to, like, essentially gather the materials I need here. Because I don't know if my medicine pouch comes in with me. My clothing doesn't. Fun fact.
Yeah.
Clothing, gear, none of that is here with me, which is why it's really important that I can wake myself up at any time if I'm in danger.
Yeah.
And I spend an hour gathering the things that I need.
Yep. So when you are out and about gathering, your spirit guardian will follow you.
Yeah, she basically just stays with me most of the time when I'm here.
It keeps its distance. It's always kind of looking and watching over you here.
She loves me, it's okay. You guys just have horses, I've got horses and an imaginary eagle. Yeah. So her first hour in the hunting grounds, she's just gonna gather the supplies she needs.
Yep.
I'm gonna spend the next hour doing a sand painting.
Yep.
which is a deafness roll. So it's 4d10. I'm going to spend a white chip to re-roll 1 dice. Yep, she gets that. 9. Exactly the 9, which is the target number she needs, by the way. So that will give her 4 points. Because she's in the spirit realm. You know what? She's going to spend the next hour doing a body painting. So she's going to do 2 30-minute paintings.
Yep.
So the next 30 minutes doing 1 painting. So she gets a 10, so that succeeds. So she's going to get 4 from that. This is way better. 4 from half an hour, way better. Next half hour, yep, another 4 points. Okay, next half hour interval, the 10 as well, so she succeeds that. That's another 4. Next half hour, 11, is another 4. So that's 4 hours into this. Basically, before she started all these rituals, she would have like made the request. So she's basically just trying to spend enough time getting to the total appeasement that she needs.
Yep.
So she's gotten to, that's 18, which should be enough for that stuff. So she needs 13 for everything else that she wants to do. But she's going to, because her bird looked concerned, or like looked skeptical, she's also going to use the Ask the Spirit's favor to ask her spirit what's wrong. So how many points would you like her to spend on that? Is this a very major issue?
Yes, it is.
Okay, so it's a 10 point.
No, this would be a 5 point.
Another 5 points?
Yep.
So she has enough. She's, after 4 hours, she has enough points to completely heal Toby, completely heal Wilhelm, ask about Reeves, and ask her spirit what's wrong.
Okay.
And that'll leave her with no points left. Since she's already in the spirit realm, she's going to ask it what's wrong first, is the first favor that she wants answered.
It doesn't speak, it does give a vision.
Okay.
It gives a vision of a bunch of corpses in the woods. You see Wilhelm. There's a massive behemoth of a man standing over him. Guy looks like he's maybe 6'6". He's dragging him by his hair into a rusty cage.
Oh no.
You also see Graves appears off to the side. Graves pumps the guy full of lead. The slugs from the shotgun bounce harmlessly off this man. And you see he's wearing this large brown coat that's absolutely covered in bullet holes. And the slugs kind of ricochet off him onto the ground.
Oh no. Chenoa hates visions. They're never good. It's never just like, look, you got a puppy. No.
Interestingly enough, you are nowhere to be seen in this vision.
I'm nowhere to be seen in this vision.
Correct.
What does that mean? She's not letting Wilhelm out of her sight now, because this is... She's like convinced herself that she has to stay with him to figure out her nightmare. So she's like, this is a lot for her to cope with. Alright, she's gonna come out of her vision quest after that so that she can have the other favors. No, before she comes out of her vision quest, sorry, she'll ask about Reeves. So she'll do the Ask the Spirits about Reeves next. Whether it's a spirit that tells her about it or if it's just like another vision from her guardian.
What specifically are you asking about?
The whereabouts of Agent Reeves.
You don't get a specific location. You can simply get Reeves is on his way.
Reeves is on his way. Alright. So she's gonna come out of the vision quest. So it's been about 4 hours of her sitting in the corner.
So it's been about 4 hours at this point.
It's been about 4 hours.
It's, in the afternoon.
Probably just over 4 hours. Nothing bad has happened during this 4 hours while
No.
she's just visioning.
No.
Cool. So Wilhelm will... It's not even like she wakes up. It's just like... She just like opens her eyes and starts... And like just gets up. And she's just immediately like, has anything happened?
No. I dare say it hasn't, darling, no.
Alright, she's gonna come kneel next to you and she's gonna be like, alright. I don't want you to ask me questions about this, but you're gonna ask me questions about this, and especially, and she's gonna point at Toby, and she's like, and you're really gonna ask me questions about that, and we will get to that. And she's gonna like pull the blanket down off of you to where your bandages are. She's gonna like, you know, open up the bandages. She's gonna put her hand on your wound, and she's just gonna heal it, and it's just gone.
Yeah, Wilhelm just sort of watches you do this. Presumably there's no light or anything. You just put your hand over it and then remove it a little bit later and it's gone.
Yeah, there's probably like a little tingly feeling as like everything closes up, but it's just gone. And she's looking at you like, please don't ask me questions. She looks very concerned about how you're gonna respond.
Wilhelm just sort of pats the area and like checks up and down and he's like, oh, that's incredible, darling.
You're allowed to call me Chenoa, you know that, yeah?
Chenoa?
Yeah.
I
feel like we're very familiar now.
He's gonna be like,
Ask me in a minute. And she's gonna walk over to Toby, and she's essentially gonna do the same thing where she opens up his bandaging and shit, and hand goes on him, and he's gonna heal up as well.
Does he heal up to full or?
He heals up to full.
Wow. Okay.
He is doing great.
So he was asleep when this happened, and
So hopefully he's just gonna finish sleeping.
yeah,
he's gonna wake up and he's not gonna. It's like it's a miracle.
Yeah.
yeah.
And
It
she's not really thinking right now about how she's gonna explain this to Robert.
Lucky enough, Robert's not inside right now. He's out fortifying the house.
That's not true. What she's really hoping is that Grace is gonna bully Robert into not asking questions. That's what she's really hoping for.
So Wilhelm's basically gonna be like,
Because you can get up and about now. Like,
Yeah,
you're
yeah.
not in pain or anything like that. You're just good.
yeah, no, he gets up and he's gonna like put his shirt back on, and he's gonna be like, as he's like doing up the button, he's gonna be like, well, thank you, darling, but so forgive a bit of a silly question. I was watching all throughout that. Where's your deck of cards?
My what?
Your cards. Your like this is magic. You-
I mean, in a simplified term, sure.
I know you're a huckster, darling. You don't have to hide it.
I'm a shaman.
Like a Native American huckster?
She's like, grabs her face and she's like, okay, breathe through this. All right. And she turns to you and she's just like, you can't tell. I'm not supposed to tell people, but there's no way to explain this away while still being honest about it. And I gotta be like, all right. I've been chosen by the spirits to perform favors on their behalf. I do a lot of healing. I can ask questions. And I can know a lot of things, and I don't want you to ask me too much about it because I'm not supposed to talk about it too much. Like, my grandmother would be so upset that I've told you this much already. But my ego would be really upset if I didn't tell you.
Wilhelm looks stunned and just lets you like finish. And then he's gonna be like, you were chosen by the spirits?
Yeah.
And you think that's a good thing?
Yeah. Why wouldn't it be a good thing? What do you mean?
What are they taking from you, darling?
She looks so confused. Like she's like, what do you mean taken? You were okay. I guess the best word to describe it for you is that my guardian has an oath, which is essentially like honesty, I guess, is the easiest way to describe it. It doesn't like it when I lie. And my people don't like it when I tell the truth. And it's very difficult to navigate that.
At this point, Wilhelm's like his head's just involuntarily tilted, and he's just staring, and he's like,
How do you know so much about this?
I can do magic as well, but I don't do what they want.
That's not possible. So essentially, because all of Chenoa's magic uses good spirits, and all of Wilhelm's magic uses bad spirits. There's
Yeah.
not any crossover here.
Yeah, Wilhelm's basically like he's like stunned again, and he's gonna be like, "You can't trust the Manitos, darling. You can't do it. You need to stop right now."
I don't. Are you? You're not messing around with Manitos, are you?
The fact you're still standing, that's admirable. You're either the luckiest woman in the world, or your fortitude is insane. But you can't do what they say.
You
Do
don't-
not do what they say, darling.
You don't know the difference.
They're all Manitos, darling.
They're not.
They look like different things, but they're tricking you.
All right. Let me make this real simple for you, because I'm real concerned about whatever you're messing around with right now. What I'm messing around with is something that let me just go do painting for a few hours in the spirit realm, and then I could heal you. You gonna try and tell me that's bad? That's evil?
Hexes can heal, darling. That's a fact.
And they ask you to do painting?
No, they don't. Something about what you're doing is tricking the Manitos, and you have been
I'm not
incredibly
dealing with
lucky.
Manito.
Wilhelm's looking at you pretty dumbfounded, and he's just gonna be like, thank you for all your help. Please don't do anything reckless right now. I want to pick this conversation back up. I'm gonna go see if I can help Graves.
Meanwhile, so Graves and Robert have been boarding up all the windows. That's all done now.
4 hours later, yeah, good.
Yeah, that's all done. Are you keeping watch outside?
Yeah, Graves will be keep.
Yeah, absolutely. Let's keep.
He's got himself a cig. He's got himself a fat cig. His hand rolled. He's probably walking around the room. Oh no, yeah, probably walking around outside smoking. Keeping an eye out.
Can you roll me a search, please?
Wow. Gee willikers, I think I can. You'll love to see it. Another 12. This orange dice is cracked.
What'd you get?
I got 19.
19.
The cigarettes have opened his third eye.
So as you're standing, there's like a little deck thing. You're standing there having a cigarette. You hear what sounds like a stick breaking out in the tree line, just before the fence where the property begins.
And that's probably like 20 yards.
A bit over 20 yards, probably about 30 yards out.
Yeah, right. Graves has got his got the Winchester out, and he's just gonna like walk, just real casually back towards the door, and then he's just gonna like open the door and just be like, "I think we've got company."
Robert, who was out having a smoke as well, looks up over, starts scanning the tree line, and he screams, "Get down!" And he dives on top of you as gunfire erupts from the tree line. So people inside the house, you hear there's splinters flying inside as the bullets rip through the timber walls. You guys were lying down mostly, weren't you?
Yeah,
Right.
Wilhelm had just gotten back up and had been walking into like the main bit of the house.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
Okay.
get shot. God damn it.
Level 4 wound to the guts. Back to the bed you go, boy.
You're lucky. You're all lucky. As bullets rip through the house, they smash into glasses and pots and pans and into the stone of the fireplace. Splinters flying everywhere. Graves and Robert have hit the deck out the front as bullets sail overhead. There's a lot of shooters out there. Like, you don't know how many are out there, but at least half a dozen.
Jesus Christ! I said there would be 6, Harrowed. I said it. I called it.
I have the visions, not you. No, yeah, with the sound of gunfire and shit, Chenoa is essentially going to like. She's already standing kind of like in the middle of the small room, so she's literally just gonna immediately be waking up Toby, being like, "You gotta get up."
Oh, he's awake.
Yeah, she's like, "All right, time to defend. Let's go, Toby." Get your gun.
He wakes up, and because he was lying down in bed, he kind of looks over because he was topless in the bed, and his like wounds are
Gone.
completely healed. He's genuinely surprised, but he doesn't have time to really dwell on it because he is, there's gunfire tearing through his house. I need everyone to roll me quickness rolls.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, no more fighting already.
Yes. I got an explode. I got a success and a raise, so I get 3 cards.
Nice. Okay.
You get a lot of cards.
I get 4 cards.
Chenoa gets 2 cards.
Sick.
Ah, hell yeah.
I'm gonna get a black Joker. It's gonna be one of my cards. I'm calling it right the fuck now.
All right.
There you are. And that's okay. we forgive you.
Who's gonna fuck us over?
Oh, yay.
Not me.
What does the black Joker look like?
Is it cute or is it hideous? It's
Hideous.
cute. It's cute.
It's hideous.
It's cute. No, that's the cute one.
That's
No,
the cute
That's
one?
the red Joker.
They get worse.
Oh, wait, that means I draw a red Joker. That's even better.
Yeah, that's a good thing.
You start crackling with Eldritch power.
I might.
Do a D6 win.
Alright. We're good. No black Jokers. We got a red Joker over here.
Okay. Who has aces?
Me.
So, Graves, you're out on the deck. You can see there are multiple gunmen aiming at the house. They're behind cover in trees. It looks like they've had time to set up.
Yeah, they've prepared.
It looks like they're only using small arms, though, like pistols.
Oh, good. This is it.
So-
Bipedal human enemies is where Graves shines.
These guys would be about 30 yards away.
All right. Oh, they're actually quite a ways away for pistol shots.
Yeah,
They're gonna
that-
actually have a hard time.
Yeah, they're having a hard time hitting, but this was as close as they could get without revealing their position.
And even then, we heard them coming.
Yeah.
So I've got an ace of diamonds. What ace do you have?
I have an ace of hearts.
Nice. Okay, so hearts beats diamonds.
I'm going to put that up my sleeve. So I've got a Joker and a card on my sleeve, which is
And the Joker,
incredible.
I believe you can use at any time.
Yep.
But you cannot put it up your sleeve.
I have to use it during this round, or it's just wasted.
Yeah.
All right. So that means it's my turn.
Yep.
I guess Graves is gonna like shove is probably the nicest one, but like shove this guy off him and be like, "Get inside, I'll cover you." And then he's gonna just start blasting. Graves is just gonna take a shot at one of them.
Okay.
That's what I'm gonna do.
They are in cover.
Yeah.
Because they're taking cover behind trees and things.
So how does cover work again?
So cover gives like an armor value.
Oh yeah. But it gives an armor value to certain body parts, doesn't it?
Yeah.
So
They are kind of leaning out of cover.
so if I get them in like the right arm or
If you hit them, get head, upper guts, or right arm, there's no cover bonus because they are leaning out to shoot.
hell yeah. And armor and cover bonus. This is why I got a Winchester because I didn't want to do D4 damage. So I got an explode. That's actually not that great. 15. So they're 30. So it would be TN6. This 5 is the base, right? Yeah, so TN6. So I get a success and a raise. What is that? Fuck, I can't see on these damn dice. That's only a 4.
4 on the hit location.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, that'll be
That's left leg.
4's legs.
Yeah.
So it'll be a large tree. So it'll be armor value of 5.
All right, so it goes from a D4, D8, so D6, D4, and then I lose 3 dice, so I do 1d4 damage. I can hurt him. I get 1d4 plus 2, but I do 6, so I get
6.
1 wound.
A level 1 wound. Can you roll me a d6?
4.
4. So that is the right leg.
Then Graves. Do I have to spend an action to get up? Standing
Oh,
up?
you have to use a movement at the very least, I think.
So he takes his shot and then he like rolls up onto his to stand.
Graves, you get a good look at the thing that you were shooting at.
Yeah.
Much like the handless man that you fought earlier, this guy has clearly been dead, and he looks like he's been dead for a while, like over a month at this point.
Jesus.
Gross.
I was right. I can't believe it. I guessed it.
So that was aces. Does anyone have a king? Queen? Alright, so I'm going to put an ace up the sleeve of Toby, and then I've got a queen of spades for Robert. So he's going to rush inside, and he's kind of taking cover because he's only got his pistol, so he's not really good at this range. So instead, he's going to flip over the dining table and set that up as cover as well inside. So then, does anyone else have a queen? A jack?
Jack.
Jack as well, Jack of diamonds.
Bumps. So you're first.
Am I? Oh. I'm going to spend the card on my sleeve and the Jack to attempt to cast Draw on Mr. Graves.
I'm seeing a pattern here.
Yeah.
It's a joke. It's a joke.
No, it's fine.
But I assume you're also running to the front of the house.
Oh, yeah.
You were entering the living room, but are you
he'll-
going outside or staying in the living room?
No, he's not going outside.
You're going to get behind the table at the
He
very
will
least?
get behind the table.
This is very important. I just healed you. I've invested a lot of time and energy into this.
Yes.
Stop getting hurt.
I can't help it. I need to roll 5d10. Just a success.
You can do it. I believe in you.
No black joker, but nothing usable. Ace, king, 2, 4, 5.
Ace high, you said worked last time.
No, you're absolutely right. With draw, ace high works. It means you only get a single extra action from the action deck.
That is good. That is
So
good.
go ahead and draw out another card.
Yeah, that was Jack's, wasn't it?
Yes, so it's my turn now.
Yep.
With my jack. And Chenoa's just gonna draw out a bow and arrow. She's gonna come and I guess is there enough space behind the table where she can still see out the door?
Well, the door's closed at the moment. You can't see out. They've boarded up the windows.
But Graves is still outside.
Graves is still outside. When Robert came in, he's burst through the door and just slammed it behind him because obviously he doesn't want to get shot. And he's flipped the table over, kind of in line with the door.
Alright. Chenoa's like, nah, Graves is still out there. So she's gonna... You said there's like a porch. So is there anything on the porch that can be used as cover? Because Chenoa is going out.
So Graves and Robert would have set up... They would have boarded up the actual railing.
Okay.
They would have boarded up the railing that circles around like the front
So like
deck
you
area.
can duck behind it.
So you can duck behind it.
Probably just give one.
Yeah, it'll
armor.
give like one armor value. It's not going to stop a bullet.
Alright. Well, Graves is still outside, so I guess I'm going outside. Chenoa's gonna come onto the deck. She's actually not closing the door behind her when she goes out.
That's alright.
She's gonna rush out, get behind cover, and then line up a shot.
Okay. Looking out, you can see 6 shooters that are all aiming and firing their weapons.
Yeah. So I guess I'll roll bow. Well, there's nothing I can do to fix this. So technically, she might have gotten a hit, but instead she's gonna go bust.
Oh,
And this arrow is gonna... Who knows where it's gonna fucking go.
You shoot me with a bow and arrow.
Okay, I don't... Even if I went bust, I really don't think that I could, like...
Shoot
You have
at
to be
90
standing
degrees.
behind me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
you reach for your quiver and you obviously it has come loose at some point and your arrows scatter all over the front porch.
Not as bad as it
They're
could
at
have
my
been.
feet, though. Like, I
Yeah.
can still get them.
Yeah, some of them have rolled like underneath and fallen out, but they're kind of everywhere. And your quivers, a few of them are still inside the quiver, but the quiver's on the deck.
Yeah.
So then 10s. So 10, I've got a 10 of spades for the shooters. And yeah, I am running these guys all as one thing, so I've got a few shots to go through. Okay, so 2 of them are going to crack off a shot at Graves.
The temptation to try and earn some fate points in this fight is very real.
I mean, you should.
Yeah, because I've death wish, so he's just not going to take cover. He's just going to stand right there in the
First
middle
shot
of the
misses.
porch. Yeah, fuck.
Second shot misses.
Yeah, fuck you.
2 more firing into the house. I'm going to roll a random. Everyone inside the house is fine.
Pew, pew.
And then 2 more are firing at Chenoa.
Just before you get results for the roll, how exposed is Chenoa compared to Graves?
Chenoa's fully ducked behind cover, so they know a rough area of where she might be, but they can't see her,
Okay.
which really affects their rolls.
Okay.
Yeah, the range is really hurting them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. All right.
Plus, again, that's like a -4. They can assume where she might be
Yeah.
because
Graves
they
is-
watched her duck down, but they don't know that she hasn't moved to the side or anything. So -4 on top of the range.
Graves is standing proudly. It's not ducking. He's standing rimrod straight. And he's
I mean,
got
you're
his-
probably technically behind half cover, but
Yeah,
it's only
'cause-
really your legs and lower guts that.
Yeah.
So-
but he's standing there and he's got his he's lining up a shot like he's not moving at all to dodge because I'm not that moving.
The shooters are ineffective with their shots, but they are emerging from cover and they are gradually making their way towards the cabin. Only Graves will be able to see this initially, but you see a large man, about 6'6", in a brown, like a large, bulky brown coat that's absolutely covered in bullet holes, and he looks alive. He doesn't look like a corpse like these things.
Yep.
And he steps out from cover. He has what looks like a very well-maintained pistol, and he's just kind of marching out from the forest with no care whatsoever. He's just heading straight towards you. He has a bag, kind of like a satchel as well, that he's wearing on his side, and he looks pretty smug.
He looks like a smug bastard.
He looks like a smug bastard.
Oh, Chenoa's not going to be happy when she sees this guy.
Yeah, and Graves isn't gonna give a shit because he doesn't know.
But that was 10.
He's about to know.
Number 9.
Yep, so 9.
Oh, I've got 9s. 9 is spade, baby.
Your good mate Toby got a 9 of diamonds, but you'll go first.
Yeah, so Graves, he doesn't take cover, he doesn't move at all, and he just draws up a bead on one of these guys. Not the big guy in the coat.
Yep.
And he's just going to draw up on whatever the closest one is. So yeah, fully exposed now,
They've emerged from cover, yeah.
All right.
They would have moved 8 yards in. So at the moment, they were at 30 yards. So now they'll be at 22 yards.
So yeah, Graves, I'm just deciding whether or not he takes a called shot or not. So I can't called shot to the gizzards. Gizzards is only one of those things you have to roll to get. Or I'm so tempted to try and called shot head one of them because it's only -6, which I realize sounds bad, but at this range, that's a 50-50 chance on a dice. Yeah, I'm gonna called shot head one of them.
Yep.
Cool. I got a hit.
Nice.
So yeah, Graves, he doesn't move at all. He just even while there's bullets whizzing past him, he just takes a deep breath and lines up on this thing's head, and he takes a shot. So he does 27 damage to this guy's head.
27. Ooh, boy.
I think that kills him. Oh no, 28.
28.
Yes.
That's a level 4 wound to the head.
So close.
Yeah.
You just blow off this thing's cheek. It doesn't flinch.
Yeah.
It reels back a little bit, but it kind of regains its footing almost immediately and keeps pressing forward.
Cool. So, because I have another 9. Oh wait, no, he's got a 9 of diamonds, yeah?
Yep.
Yeah, so he goes next.
So Toby is going to set out, because you left the door open when you...
I left the front door open.
He's going to lean out the front door. The most exposed one is the man in the coat, so he's going to crack off a shot with his Winchester. So Graves and Toby are the only ones that actually see this, but Toby got a good shot. Basically, he got him in the upper guts. You hear the sound, it almost sounds like a bullet hitting metal as it bounces off this man.
I know what I think he's got armor.
It looked like it hit him in his upper chest, just above where his heart would be. It was a pretty damn good shot.
Yeah.
He does the impact he does feel. Yeah. He kind of lurches back when it hits him, but he just keeps on pressing forward.
So what you're saying is only stuck cool shot heading that guy.
Toby, what the fuck? He's going to burn his ace and shoot again.
Kill him,
And
Toby.
he's going to do a cold shot to the head.
Hey.
Toby, don't you take my kill, man.
Graves just leverages the gun at Toby. He's mine.
Ooh, that's not a great... cold shot to the head is...
-6.
-6. Ah, that sucks. He misses. So you still got a 9 of clubs?
I got a 9 of clubs. He draws another bead on that guy I shot in the head. He's going to take another shot in the head. Another cold shot to the face. I do hit. I got 13. All right, yeah, this guy is super dead. Oh my god, I'm so bad at math. 14, 20, 28, 31, 34. 34 damage.
Yes.
Blows this thing's head.
It falls flat on its back.
And then Graves is just going to be like, yo, that's the best you got. He's got a big smile on his face, like he's having a whale of a time.
So we go to 8s.
Oh, I do have an 8.
Hell yeah.
I need... Oh no, I'm going to put that 8 on my sleeve. There we go.
Yep. 7s.
Yes.
Okay, what 7 have you got?
Hearts.
Oh, cool. I've got a 7 of hearts as well.
All right.
And mine is on the man with the coat.
Oh no. So we're gonna move at the same time. Chenoa is gonna come back up. She's gonna grab an arrow off the ground, come back up to take a look. She's gonna see him. She's gonna recognize him from her vision, and she's just gonna her eyes go wide, and she's like, "Oh no." So okay. My aim for Chenoa in this move is she's not even gonna take a shot. She's going to grab as many arrows back into her quiver as she can and be like, we gotta go. And she's going to try and she's going to be like, we gotta go. We gotta get Wilhelm out of here. And there is a fear and desperation in her voice when she says this to you, Graves. and I don't know how much of my move that alone will take.
Are you running back in the house? Or
There's no other exit from the house, is there?
there's a back door.
There is a back door?
That leads to the outhouse in the backyard.
Yeah, so basically so far what she's done is she's gathered up as many arrows as she can get back in her quiver.
How many arrows did you have total?
I had been keeping track. I don't know where keeping track has gone, so I'm just estimating that she's got about 30 left.
Cool. You only managed to scramble up about 17 of them.
Alright. When she says this to Graves, can I know if Graves is making any indication that he's going to listen?
Yeah.
Because if he is going to listen, she's going to go back in the house. If he's not going to listen, she can't go back in the house yet.
He barely glances away from like the sight line he's drawing up with his rifle, and he's like, "We can take him."
Graves, I will tell you anything you want to know if you trust me right now. We gotta go. Please.
All right, you go on inside. I'll cover us.
She's gonna run back inside and get behind the
table?
the table, and she's gonna look at Wilhelm and be like, "We gotta go."
So this guy had the same 7. So while this is going on, this guy is going to move, and he's going to... I think you can dash as well. This time, like before he was walking, now he's running. And he produces a bit of... looks like some kind of alcoholic beverage with a bit of cloth sticking out the top.
Oh, okay. He's gonna try and burn us.
And he does produce a lighter as well. And he is starting to light it. So then we go to 6s.
Cool. That's a 6 of hearts.
Yeah, I've got a 6 of hearts as well.
All right. So this is the same time.
This is happening at the same time as the rest of the shooting's happening.
Yep. So I'm gonna do a quick draw roll. So I can actually fire my rifle one-handed.
Yep.
So Graves is going to quick draw one of his sawed-off shotguns and fire the rifle and the double-barrel shotgun at the same time.
Oh boy.
Please tell me that after that you're gonna get back and freaking house.
I'm gonna move half my move inside.
and close the door.
Well, I can't. My hands are going to be full of shit. We'll see how this goes first before I do anything. So I need to do a quick draw roll. I get +2 because I've got a quick draw holster. Yep, I pass. So Graves the first shot is going to be with his rifle. So I get a -4 and then -2 for two-handing. So this is pretty bad. I'm not going to do any cold shots or anything wacky like that. He's just going to take a shot at one of the minions. Oh, maybe. No. Yes, maybe. No, wait, no, I don't. No, I missed that. So he misses his rifle shot. And then I'm going to try and shoot things with my shotgun, which is much better. So that gets a rate of fire of 2, so I fire twice. So how far are they now?
16 yards.
So I get a hit and a raise with the first shot in the shotgun. And then I'm going to roll. I'm just going to do the second attack now. Easy. This one, the second shot misses.
Okay.
So this little cretin, this little dubious creature, is going to comp 66 damage. Okay, that's not bad. 21. He cops 21 damage. Oh, wait, I need to roll hit location. I'm an idiot. 8.
So you rolled an 8, that's lower guts.
Yep.
Damn it.
So he takes 21 damage.
21. So it's a level 3 wound to the guts. So 2 of them, we'll go 2 at a time. So 2 of them are going to fire at Graves.
Real quick, I'm just going to spend my joker. I am going to attempt to cast Diversion on Graves.
Ooh, what's that do?
Raises the target number to hit him by 5.
Oh, shit.
Ooh.
Okay, that's good.
That's real good if you can get. What do you need to get it?
I only need a pair. It's a...
You're never gonna get that. Sorry.
Yeah, only. Wait, no, a pair isn't that hard.
It's not that hard, but every roll that he's done, like the last 2 sessions,
Yeah.
has been barely getting an ace high.
Yeah, I got an ace high once and I was pretty lucky. I got a raise, which
Allows you to draw an extra card,
which means I draw 6 cards rather than 5, which does
increases
rate.
your chance of drawing a black joker.
It does, but it increases the chance of all the good results as well.
Black joker, black joker, black joker.
No black joker.
Do you get the pair though?
I do have the pair. I have a pair of 10s, which means that the target number to hit Graves for like this attack.
Starts basically at 5. At 10 now, yeah?
Well, so they were in the second band with a pistol, so they'll be hitting on 6s.
Okay, so 11.
Goes up to 11.
So it goes up to 11. So so the first 2 shots miss. 2 more shots going at you. No. Hey, I get an 11. That's a hit to the arms. Let's roll
Did all 4 of them fire at me?
4 of them.
Yeah,
So
You're the
Jesus.
only one outside at the moment.
Yeah, fair
Yeah.
point. I don't know. They fired at the building before.
it's in your left arm.
No.
You're copying 9 points of damage to your left arm.
9, so I take 1 wound.
A level 1 wound. It's just a graze.
Cool. And I take a d6 wind.
Yes. 3 wind.
I rolled a 3 as well. Because I was like, oh, I'll roll. And then I saw you roll it, so I was like, that's fine.
This next one, he misses.
Yeah, fuck you.
Cool. So that was 6s down. Go to 5s. Okay. You guys are out of cards, so
It's just Wilhelm with a card up his sleeve.
I'm working my way down to 2s. These guys have a 2 of hearts. They rolled really well in their quickness.
Yeah.
They've still got that penalty. So that's a miss. 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 Okay. So they're erupting in more gunfire. And it is then the man in the coat's turn.
Jesus, how many fucking turns have you got, buddy?
There's 6 zombies.
Yeah, I know,
there's
but
five,
he-
five now.
Jesus.
And a man in the coat.
The man in the coat is going to launch the Molotov
I'm gonna burn to death.
at the house.
You're gonna kill me with fire.
He's not launching it at you, he's launching it at the house.
Yeah, I get that. I get that.
We're gonna burn to death.
Oh, you'll be fine.
Fuck. Okay. So he gets where he was aiming for, and the Molotov explodes up above the front door. Rains fire down, and it blocks your path back inside. Oh, you're already back inside, weren't you?
I'm in the
No.
doorway.
You're in the
I
doorway.
moved half
you
my
moved
move.
into the doorway.
Yeah.
Half my
so,
move,
so
so 6.
Graves is getting caught in the explosion.
Great.
Okay, so poor old Graves. This thing has exploded right above your head, raining fire up upon you. It's 22 damage.
All right. So that is.
That'll just be to guts, I believe.
There's rules for explosions, which is called massive
Yeah.
damage, but I don't remember how. I think it applies everywhere, maybe?
Yeah, I've got massive damage up here. I just passed it. Hold on. Certain things like explosions and fire cause massive damage to many parts of the body in one fell swoop. Disperse massive damage by rolling the damage, determining the total number of wounds, then assigning them by rolling various hit locations to each.
So I rolled 22 damage, which
Is 3 wounds?
3 wounds. So then I just roll 3 hit locations.
Now, are you going to negate them?
If it's 3 separate ones, then I guess so, yeah. But it depends on where they end up.
First one is leg. It'll
Alright.
be your left leg.
All right, I'm going to take that.
Second one is leg again. Left leg.
I'll negate that.
Third one, legs again. Left leg.
I'll negate that.
So you're taking a level 1
Yeah.
to the left leg.
Which is really not that bad.
Not that bad for fire.
Pants are on fire, but the house is gonna go up in flames if you guys stick around.
Yeah.
And that's the end of that round of combat. So Robert still has a card up his sleeve.
And so does...
So does Wilhelm.
So we roll
Put
quickness.
them back in. Alright, my quickness, I got 7, so I'm getting 2 cards.
Right, quickness. So
3 cards.
3 cards, yeah.
So that's-
All right.
I get 3 cards as well. So I got an explode. Very, very happy about it.
Do any of you have bad tingle?
No, but I've got an amazing hand.
Good. I've actually got a really good hand as well. Okay,
you got
guys,
Black
can we
Joker?
disagree? We're getting out of here. We all got the cards that let us do that.
I mean, I can only move. There's only so much moving we can do.
I've had to separate the wounded. So
That's how they have to get around the house.
we start with aces.
I got an ace of spades.
Oh boy, my bad boys have a joker. They're gonna choose to go first. And they're gonna all move up, and they've only got 1 shot left in their pistols now.
Good. Get fucked.
So the
This is why I love the Winchester. It's got 15 shots.
the five undead are gonna all target into Graves. 'Cause he's
Hell
in the doorway still.
I'm going to spend the card on my sleeve.
Yep.
I need to roll a quickness to contest going before them.
Okay.
I believe in you.
I'm going to spend... I'm going to spend a white chip to re-roll one of those dice.
Okay.
7.
Cool. You beat me. I only got a 6.
I'm attempting to cast Diversion again. I got a success, which means just drawing 5 cards. Nothing happens.
Ooh, no.
I'm
Okay.
being desperately unlucky.
All right. So these guys are going to open up shots into Graves.
Oh, so I might just die here.
So one of them hits. So that will be 12 damage to the lower guts.
I'll spend 2 white chips. Fuck.
Yep. Next one
It's important because I've already got 2 wounds to the guts.
Yeah.
gets a hit and a raise.
Oh, God.
So it's 7 points of damage to the legs, which will be to your right leg.
Ah, these people just do not like legs.
Next one gets the hit. 11 points of damage to upper guts.
All right, I'll just burn a chip. Goodbye, all of my white chips.
I've got one more that can shoot this round. Gets a hit. 10 points of damage to lower gut.
Can Graves get back that white chip and use a 2-point chip instead? Because this is all happening at once. So could he have just spent...
Oh, yeah, that's fine. Yeah.
Yeah, so if you want, you can take that white chip back
Yeah, sure.
and negates all damage.
Yeah, so Graves is getting shredded by this gunfire
Yeah, he is.
as it fires on through. We then go to... So that was aces.
That was your joker,
That was my joker.
and now it's my ace.
Yep.
You fucking animal.
Your feet are on fire.
Yeah.
You're getting torn up by gunfire. Maybe get out of the fucking door.
Well, because thanks, Captain Obvious. If I had a turn, I would have already done that.
Oh, if I didn't
Chode.
draw that joker.
Yeah, if you didn't. Yeah, so I'm gonna move. And then Graves is I'm gonna move. I'm gonna quick draw. I'm gonna do a quick draw, and I'm gonna quick draw my shotgun.
What are you doing to your other gun?
I'm just gonna sling it.
What are you shooting at? So these guys are literally at like the base of the porch.
Yeah.
They're not.
What about Captain? There's no point. Captain Obvious. Do I get the quick draw? I do get the quick draw. Thank God. Cool. So I can quick draw my shotgun, and then I'm just gonna shoot the closest one. I guess.
Also, beginning of the round, because your pants are on fire, they you cop d6 damage at the beginning of every turn, so every round, to whatever area is on fire. So it's a d6 damage, so it's 4 damage. So you just shrug that off.
Happens. Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. The whichever one the closest one is, I'm just gonna take the shot. I'm gonna cold shot chest.
Yep.
Both shots. So the first one is they're within my range band. Yeah, I hit with no razors. So he takes. That's what you want to see. That's it. That's what I wanted to see. 13, 26. So he takes 26 damage.
Ooh. It's a level 4 wound to the guts.
Cool.
And was this the one that you shot before?
Sure. Yeah. If I can see him, yeah, I'll pick him.
Yeah. So he is blammed.
He's dead.
Four
that's-
remaining.
First attack. So then the next attack is going to be the next guy. Cool. I get an 11, so I get a hit and a raise. I get just a hit. Sorry. For the next guy, because I'm called shotting guts again, which is fuck, that's awful. Ugh, that's real bad. 13. So 2 points.
Yep. So 2 points of damage to the guts.
Yep.
So that was
That's me.
That's aces.
Yep.
So we go to kings.
Yep.
Yep.
So
Yes.
the man in the bullet shredded coat has a king of hearts.
Which means you two
We
go off.
go at the same time. What king do you have?
I have a king of diamonds and then a king of clubs.
The only thing Chenoa wants to do is get the main 3 people, herself, Graves, and Wilhelm, out the back door and to their horses.
Okay.
Is
so,
there anything I can do to make them do that quicker?
Not really. You can open the door and that's about
Chenoa
it.
just like grabs Wilhelm by the arm, opens the back door, and she's like, "We're leaving."
move.
God damn it, girl! Help me kill these people.
You cannot kill him.
Says who?
I've seen it.
And I'm about to see it too. There's like a whole bunch of other people. I'm not worried. I don't mean just
I'm
him.
not worried about that.
They're the ones doing all the damage.
Ooh.
Yes.
So the man in the
It's
coat
nice.
outside, while all this arguing's going on,
I'm running. I'm trying to move. I just I can't outrun them. So I gotta move and shoot.
the man in the coat outside, he starts barking orders to the undead following him. He's like, head round the back, and he steps up onto the porch.
Oh, God.
And He's standing in the doorway and he just walks into the fire. And he comes in the doorway and he locks eyes with Wilhelm. And he says, "You're coming with me, boy." Can I get gut checks from everybody?
Oh, please.
It's going to be harder for Wilhelm, not going to lie, because he's just called you out.
Apparently, I don't give a shit. I got a 16 with 2 explodes.
Oh, nice.
I got an explode, so I got up to a 21.
Oh, great. I got an 8.
An 8. No, it's okay, you pass.
That 1 grit, baby.
He's like, "You come with me, boy." Well, I was like, "I don't give a shit."
So that was same time as yours. So you're headed out the back door.
Yeah, and hopefully, as long as Wilhelm consents, he is also moving like with her
Okay, is that what you're going to be doing?
because she's grabbed you by the arm to try
Yeah.
and get you to go with her.
Yeah, you have. But what Wilhelm's looking at is some kind of nightmare man, and Graves is still in the house, and so is 2 innocent people.
But Graves is closer to us, and they will hopefully be moving with us. We've got to keep in mind when things like this happen that a round is still only 6 seconds.
Yep.
So this is kind of all happening at once.
So Wilhelm is cooperating. He was probably going to break the grip at the back door, just like pulling out slightly because he's trying to get the other guys to run out as well. He's not being like, "No, I'm going to stay and fight this literal mountain of a man walking through flames." The key takeaway is that you try and get him out the back door and that he stops at the exit.
Yeah, when you stop at the exit and you try to pull your arm away from her, Chenoa is literally going to look at you and she's like, "I think he's going to kill me." Because she had that vision,
Yeah.
and she wasn't there when this happened. When he takes you, she's not there, but she's there right now. So she's literally going to be like, "Wilhelm, I think he's going to kill me."
All right. Wilhelm is not leaving.
No!
You've presented him with a "if I let him get to you, he's going to kill you" scenario.
She's presenting you with a "please help me leave" scenario.
That's not what you said, though.
Yeah, that, like, unfortunately, what you're saying is completely fair and justified. What Wilhelm's hearing is,
Protect
"Please
me."
protect me." And Wilhelm's like,
Not here!
yeah. First of all, he is gonna get, like, he's just gonna pull his arm back. He's not gonna say anything. He just seems to zone out for a second, and he is going to attempt to cast a hex.
Ooh, boy.
Yeah,
No.
it's a beard.
It is bad, but he doesn't see any other way. Whatever this guy is, he's clearly tougher than gunfire. And Wilhelm doesn't know if he
And
can...
fire, apparently.
Yeah, fire and gunfire. Wilhelm
he
doesn't
does.
know if he can compete with that, but he's got to try.
I'm so scared for us.
Yeah, I'm scared too.
So what are you guys thinking of playing when we start a new campaign?
Okay, so I am now going to draw a hand and attempt to cast Black Lightning.
It's happening!
Oh, boy.
Boy, here I
What do you
Good
need
king.
for this to go off?
I need at minimum a pair.
I'm really hoping you get it.
What do we get? Actually, no. Don't tell me.
Yep.
We're going to resolve that next session.
All right. Clearly,
Fire doesn't do that much damage. Fire isn't super it isn't. It does 1d6
Okay,
No,
but walking through
so-
a wall of fire is
It's not a
super
wall, it's-
intimidating.
No, so fire does a lot more damage than that. It's just, essentially, that's the penalty for having a sleeve on fire.
Holy shit!
Jesus.
How many points are you gonna have to spend and pull this guy out from the Shadow Realm?
what little color is in Wilhelm's face just drains.
And you just hear, Wilhelm! Wilhelm!
You don't happen to know him, do you?
No.
Because he knew you.
No.